Hi everybody, Bill McCabe, and we're at the tail end of a class at Iron Crane Dojo in the Great Pacific Northwest, and we're going to talk about a few things that we worked on in the last week or two, just so we have a record of that, and so that we can share with the community out there on the internet. So come on over here just a bit. I'm going to send Chris assist with me, and come on a little bit closer. So what we're going to talk about today is what you do if somebody grabs to your lower body, specifically the belt. Okay, now take a look down here. Good. At the belt. And this would be what the grab looks like. Okay, you have a good view of that? Okay, good. And the deal with this is maybe somebody's not grabbing at your belt. Maybe they're grabbing at something you're holding. Maybe they're grabbing at a package. Maybe they're grabbing at the lower portion of your coat. In previous films, we talked about the grabs from the shoulders, from on down through the front, through the chest. Now we're going to a lower level. We just want you to see that there's some subtle differences here than what existed at the higher levels so that you can make the appropriate adjustments. And for viewing purposes, we'll have Sensei Chris grab cross-hand. Now bring the camera in close. I want you to see this. The first and quickest move is just the strike into pressure points. Now you can take a picture of Sensei Chris's face there. And the strike is, I create a platform and I hit with what's called the dragon fist. And the dragon fist, there's a group of pressure points generally located between the knuckles of the grabbing hand, which are sensitive reaction points to a quick, narrow strike. So if I want him off fast, I hit it and it weakens his grip. And most people will release it at that point. And then that might just end the situation. Okay, if it doesn't, then you can do other things. So he grabs, I hit. He's off. You notice that his head follows the hand down. So I can just hit the head at that point, cross over, and take him down to the ground. Okay, come on up, sir, if you will. Okay, so that's one point. Second point is I can release his arm from my body by doing a robust strike into his shoulder. And I'm not going to do this so hard that I dislocate the shoulder, but I strike and push him off. And this is similar to what's called brush, knee, and push in Tai Chi Chuan. I would go here and fire and move the person away. You can see the energy there. You can also just see the pressure point. Come around the other side, sir, if you will. This is called bumblebee in our system. Any of these techniques where you go to a sensitive spot on the arm and just pinch it. Okay, in that case, I didn't pinch too hard. But you lock and you pinch and you just move the person off. And what's interesting is a little spot that doesn't do much damage, but has great sensitivity, helps you maneuver a person with confidence. Okay? And there's other ways you can do that. I can go inside the arm, circle around here if you will, sir. I can go inside the arm, and there's a little crease in the arm here, and I'm applying pressure to this point, and that's a balance center, but also a pain center. So I break his balance and drive him down to the ground with it. Okay? You can step, gain control of the wrist, roll it over. You can exercise pressure on the thumb, use that as leverage to roll it over, turn it to an arm lock. You can roll outside, doing a prayer hand, rolling over into an arm bar. Prayer hand either side, by the way. Prayer hand looks like this in space, just like you're praying. So he comes in, you can do prayer hand and capture the arm, prayer hand reverse it, or prayer hand and release it, either side. So if you come around to the other side, sir, if all I want to do is release the grip, I do a prayer hand here and prayer hand other direction. Drive him off to the distance. If you're a short person against a tall person, you can do throws here. In my case, if I grabbed across here, and since Chris wanted to do a throw, He can go up, he can get me higher than his body, and just do me right over the top. And you can see the leverage he has with that. Go to the other side, sir. So we'll do no, it's the same one you just did. So he goes up, leverages me high. The pressure point goes beneath me, and over the top I go. And you can see the leverage he has to control. He can also do it with the hip, which is more of an angular throw. Inside, captures, around my body, hip goes out, and over the hip I go. Oh, sorry. Us old men are a bit more fragile than you young ones out there, so you got to be mindful of each other's safety as you do these. As you saw Sensei Chris, whose experience, he guided me down to the ground to lessen the impact. It will be returned, though. So there you have it. Now he grabs again low. You got the usual head strikes. You got the pressure point strikes. You got the arm breaks. See it? I straighten the arm, snap it. These are more radical and robust for those situations that call for it when you have a very aggressive attacker. So you have about 15 to 20 techniques there in variation form that you can explore. Go ahead and do that, and we're going to visit next with the same zone with an inverted hand and let you see how even something as simple as inverting the hand creates additional considerations for self-defense. See you then.